Exodus 33, verse 18.
Éxodo 33, versículo 18.
Moses said unto the Lord, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. Can we say it to God? Father, show us your glory
Podemos decir al
today.
Señor Padre, enséñame tu gloria.
Can you
hoy.
personalize it, Father?
Padre,
Upon this mountain,
sobre este montaña,
declaring 14 years,
declarando 14
show me your
enséñame
glory.
su gloria.
Wow. Isaiah of his glory also,
También es nuestro año de su gloria.
and I try looking for the definition of glory.
Intenté buscar la definición de gloria.
The glory of God is the beauty of God.
La gloria de Dios es la hermosura de Dios.
The glory of God is the aura of God.
La gloria de Dios es la aura de Dios.
The glory of God is the showcasing of the love of God.
La gloria de Dios es el enseñamiento de su amor.
The glory of God is the attitude of God.
La gloria de Dios es la actitud de Dios.
In all, the glory of God is everything about God.
En todo, la gloria de Dios es todo sobre Dios.
His beauty,
Su hermosura,
His brightness,
su brillante
His love,
iluminación, su amor,
His kindness,
su bondad.
that's His glory.
Es todo eso son sus glorias.
The glory of God doesn't fade.
La gloria de Dios no
It doesn't
caduca.
fade. It is self-renewing.
Se renueva por sí mismo.
Because God existed in time and out of time.
Porque Dios existe en tiempo y fuera de tiempo.
Bible says, and of His fullness there shall be no
Y la Biblia
end.
dijo que de su plenitud no habrá final.
And of His fullness there shall be no
Y de
end.
su plenitud no habrá final.
So there is no beginning of His glory, there is no ending of His glory.
Así que no hay principio de su gloria y no hay final de su gloria.
He has no tenure of leadership.
No tiene tiempo de liderar.
Donald Trump's time will soon expire.
El tiempo de Donald Trump dentro de poco
Tinubu
caducará.
will soon expire.
El de Tinubu también caducará.
Mahmoud have expired.
Mahmoud ya ha caducado.
So there are many that will still expire.
Hay muchos que aún caducarán.
Even before man begin, man know the days of his expiration in an office.
Incluso antes de que un hombre empieza, ya sabe el día que va a caducar en la
Even the
oficina.
life of man expires when man die.
Incluso la vida de un hombre caduca cuando el hombre muere.
So we come in to meet God and we leave God.
Venimos a encontrar a Dios y lo iremos
We come from
también.
Him as a soul.
Venimos de Él como un alma,
We will return to Him as a soul.
regresaremos con Él como un
That is why
alma.
in Him is the fullness thereof.
Por eso en Él está en toda la plenitud.
And so after Moses have tested the power in Egypt,
Después de que Moisés había probado el poder en Egipto,
he saw how the sea rolled away.
vio cómo el mar se partió,
He saw how Pharaoh and his men were disgraced.
vio cómo Faraón y sus hombres fue hecho una desgracia.
And so what is remaining?
¿Qué más queda?
He has saw, imagine you see this river Grau parted
Imagina ves el mar en el grau se parte
and you pass through
y
it.
tú le cruzas
And in the next few minutes,
y dentro de unos
you see
minutos
other people that were against you that wanted to pass
vio
through
la
it.
gente que estaba en tu contra que quería
You see the
cruzar
river
también.
cover them.
Vio que el mar les tragó
And you're on the journey.
y tú estás en el viaje
And you see when there was no water, water came.
y vio cuando no había agua vino el
And you saw
agua.
in Egypt wonders of 12 signs, different things
Vio
happened.
en Egipto maravillas de cosas, señales que sucedió.
You saw how the first sons in Egypt, everyone went.
Vio cómo todos los primogénitos de Egipto murieron.
So what was remaining for Moses?
¿Qué más quedaba para
I want to
Moisés?
see God.
Quiero ver a Dios.
So he now said, show me thy glory.
Y dijo a Dios, enséñame, muéstrame su gloria.
And God knew that he has actually shown Moses much.
Y Dios sabe que de verdad ha enseñado a Moisés a muchas cosas.
And he told Moses, I will actually show you my glory.
Y dijo a Moisés, de verdad te mostraré mi gloria.
I said, continue from 18. When Moses said, show me thy glory, go to
Seguimos
verse
del versículo
19.
18.
Exodus 33. He said, I beseech thee, show me your glory. Next
Muestra
verse.
su gloria.
I said, continue.
Siguiente versículo.
And God said to Moses, I'll make all my goodness pass before thee, and I'll proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I'll be gracious to whom I'll be gracious, and I'll show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Keep on quickly. I said, we don't have time to waste. And he said, thou cannot see my face. You know, Moses asked of the glory, and God is telling Moses,
Que Moisés
you cannot see
pidió
my
la
face
gloria.
because
Dios
I've
está
shown you
diciendo
many
a
things,
Moisés,
and you need my glory. Moses, what do you want? You can't see my face.
No puede
You see,
ver mi
in
rostro.
verse 19, he said to Moses, I will let all my goodness follow you. He said, but you cannot see. He said, I will make all my goodness in my glory. He said, I will make all my goodness pass before you. I'll proclaim my name before you. I will show you grace and mercy. And in verse 20, he said, Moses, you cannot see my face. For there shall no man see me and live. Why? Because our nature cannot take his aura. You faint. Even in dream. You have people faint and they wake up in 3 days. They saw the presence of God. Let me tell you, many of us. That's why when God wants to show us himself in dream, he could use somebody you know. He say, Mommy, I see you in my dream. I see you in my dream. I see you in my dream. Because if God show, what will you see? You will die. Porque si Dios te muestra tu cara morirás. So you can use a person you love, puede utilizar a alguien que tú amas, a person you are connected with. Alguien que estás conectado. He can use a baby. Puede utilizar un bebé. He can even use. He has to use somebody of your nature. Tiene que utilizar alguien de tu. Because he is light. Porque es la luz. And you can't take his presence. Y no puede llevar su presencia. In Matthew 17, Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the mountaintop. Que en Mateo 16 Jesús we read it in our class this morning, youth. Llevó 3 de sus discípulos encima del monte. I think one of the youth asked question regarding that. Okay, where Moses and Elijah appear. Okay, you know, one of our students asked question, why was it Moses and Elijah that appear? You see, it is called the mountain of transfiguration. So God wanted to show Peter, James, and John. Que Dios quería mostrar Pedro, Peter, James, and John. Santiago y Juan. So he knew that these people cannot withstand his presence. That's another answer, no? So he has to come in the image of Moses and Elijah. Because Peter, James, and John are there. So most time God will not most time God cannot come. Me, I'm not praying to see that light, I will die. Because most people have experienced it, they fainted. They came back after 3 days. And you know that why they came back after 3 days, most of the story? People that were around them, most of them happened maybe when they are fasting in the midst of bedroom. Okay. Because if it happens in the midst of unbelievers, they'll carry you to mortuary. Que la gente que le sucedió porque estaba entre hermanos, tal vez está en ayunos, porque si sucede entre las personas que no creen te llevará a morgue. You don't know some people die in mortuary actually. Some people not die finish. Que muchos mueren en morgue de verdad. Especially that's your country when some of them come. Because when they are supposed to do PCR for person. Yes. They're supposed to do PCR for person. En vez de hacer PCR para alguien dirá que ya está muerto. They can't go mortuary. Now fridge they finish some of them and embalmment. Yes, that's it. Ese morgue donde mucho muere. Because yeah, you see the extent that we put machine. Porque when they certify it here, you know say it don't go. Because they don't vibrate bone, do everything. But yeah, no, the person never wake up, they carry go. That's why I'm not praying for that. Since I'm not carrying me go. That's why I'm not the truth. Not pray for that presence. So if I get that presence for where most of them are there, I will call ambulance. Come carry me, go say I don't die. Now I'm not going to say na trance I go. Interpreter, we there together. You,
Pues eso no rezo que esa cosa me sucede a mí porque me
lleva. So let's see. When you are praying with ministers, members, and they fall into ocean, or maybe they don't, please don't just carry them. Pray for them first. And let the Holy Spirit talk to you. I'm just telling you. Because so many stories we have had, it is the people they are praying with that keep putting them in prayer and calling heaven, and they came back. So they didn't die. Before you go and carry people for fridge. Okay? So while we are preaching, we quickly drop such word. And so Moses came and Elijah asked God to represent God there, so that the natural people there can be able to aguantar, bear the presence. Para que las personas naturales ahí pueden aguantar la presencia. And you know it was not even still easy for them to bear. Incluso no era fácil para. No Peter started talking what he didn't mean to say. Que Pedro empezó a hablar lo que no quería decir. Just leave us here. No, Peter forgot his wife and children. Pedro olvidó de su mujer y sus hijos. Said, Jesus, let's stay in this mountain. No need to go. And Jesus said, no, you cannot stay. And so this is why God came to Moses and said, Moses, you want my glory. I've given you everything. So I know what you need. You want to see me, but you can't see me. Because no man can see me and live. And he said, thou cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. The next verse. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me. I have one place I prepare. You shall stand upon that rock. Next verse. And it shall come to pass when my glory
Y sucederá
pass
cuando pase mi gloria,
by you, I will put you inside the rock,
te pondré dentro de la roca
and I will cover you with my hand. Then I will pass. Can you imagine? And I will take away my hand after I have passed, so that you will see my back parts, but my face you cannot see. Do you get it? So the glory of God is the omnipresence and the magnificence of Him
que la
that
gloria
no
de
man
Dios
can
es
see.
la omnipresencia y magnificencia de Él que nadie puede ver,
But you know, Jesus brought it to us
que Jesús la trajo para
in
nosotros,
Himself.
en sí mismo,
That we are not talking about the glory.
que ahora estamos hablando sobre la gloria.
In John 1:14,
En Juan 14:1,
remember, go to John chapter 1 verse 1 first.
Juan-
In the beginning was the
Juan
Word.
1:14.
The Word was with God, and the Word was God. So you know God came in Jesus as the Word of God.
que Dios
That's
vino
John.
en Jesús como la
Then
palabra
in
de
verse
Dios.
14,
En versículo 14,
this Word of God, which is God, became flesh and now dwell among us, and we cannot behold His glory in Jesus. Okay, as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. That's why you and I can talk about the glory and talk about living the glory, because Jesus now came as the glory that we can behold.
por eso tú y yo podemos hablar sobre la gloria, viviendo en la gloria, porque Jesús vino como la gloria a la que podemos ver.
In the Old Testament, anytime you talk about the glory, you talk about the quaking, when God is coming everywhere, is shaking, different signs. But now it's no longer like that, because Jesus came in the glory. So we are now coming through Jesus to Him.
Que en el Antiguo Testamento, cuando venía la gloria de Dios, todo temblaba, pero Jesús vino en su gloria, por eso podemos ver a su gloria a través de Jesús.
So you and I can come together as we are worshiping, we are in His glory, we are in His presence, that we don't need earthquake, no alarm anymore. So Jesus has come to show us the pattern of glory.
Que ahora por eso tú y yo podemos juntarnos a adorar a Dios, que ya no hay ni vibraciones ni sonidos fuertes, porque Jesús ha venido para mostrarnos su gloria.
In 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 24, Peter described it more.
En primer libro de Pedro 1:24.
He said the glory of a man is like grass. He said for all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of a man is just as the flower of the grass. The grass withereth and the flower will fall. That's the glory of a man. He said, but verse 25, he said, but the word of the Lord, which is the glory of God now, which is God Himself, endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel we are preaching unto you. So we can preach the glory to you
Ahora
now,
podemos predicar la gloria a vosotros.
because
ahora,
Jesus come in the glory.
porque Jesús vino en la
And so when we
gloria.
are preaching Jesus now, your heart is open, we are preaching the glory.
Ahora mientras pedimos a Jesucristo, tu corazón está
In the
abierto.
Old
Estamos
Testament-
predicando la gloria.
In
En el
the Old
Antiguo
Testament,
Testamento,
the glory make people fear.
la
They
gloria hacía
tremble.
que la gente temblaba.
Because Jesus have come, we behold Him, we now accept Him, we are now accepted as the beloved. The glory is now giving us joy, no more fear.
Porque Jesús han venido y
That's
le hemos
different.
aceptado como sus queridos. La gloria ahora nos da alegría, no miedo.
In the Old Testament, when you hear the glory, there is this fear, there is this tension, there is this, what is God going to do now? Judgment want to come. But Jesus has come as the Lamb and as the King of glory. So that fear take away. So we now behold Him, full of mercy and grace and truth.
Ahora
We behold His
podemos
glory.
contemplar su gloria, lleno de misericordia, amor y verdad.
And so what is in the glory?
¿Qué está en la gloria?
Number one,
Número uno,
the supernatural.
la sobrenatural.
See, when I was talking about this supernatural, you know, our fast stopped today.
Nuestra ayuno termina hoy.
And so the January was prepared till today.
Enero fue preparado hasta hoy.
So when I was opening the today message,
Cuando abrí el mensaje de hoy,
it was the glory and the revival.
era la gloria y avivamiento.
And he said, no, skip
Y
it.
dijo,
This
"No,
morning gave me
sácalo."
this word.
Esta mañana me dio esta
That I should
palabra.
talk about how He has been good to us by supernatural work.
Que tengo que hablar como él ha sido bueno por nosotros.
Because this is 14
a través
years
de
anniversary.
sobrenatural, porque ese es el aniversario de 14
And so when I was
años.
thinking about His goodness,
Ahora, cuando
talking
estaba pensando en su-
about
sobre su
supernatural
bondad.
make me think about His goodness.
Hablando sobre lo natural,
Make me talk about His
sobrenatural,
wonders.
hacemos pensar sobre su bondad, su
The
maravilla.
supernatural.
La sobrenatural.
What is in the supernatural?
¿Qué está en la
It
sobrenatural?
is called the wonders of God,
Se llama la maravilla de
where
Dios,
everything good is located.
donde todo es bueno está localizado.
The place we read, He said, I will make all my goodness to go ahead of you.
Donde leemos dijo, haré que todo mi bien pasa
including my own self, I will give you.
Incluso yo mismo te daré.
This is why we pursue the supernatural, because in supernatural is all His goodness.
Por eso perseguimos lo sobrenatural, porque lo sobrenatural está en todos sus bienes.
The supernatural activates all possibilities.
La sobrenatural.
There's
activa
somebody
toda
God
la
want to talk to
posibilidad.
today, because
Hay
God
alguien que
spoke to
Dios quiere
my
hablar hoy.
spirit. You know, when God begins to refresh you of where you are coming
Que
from
cuando Dios empieza a
and
refrescarte
tell
de
you
donde
many
vienes,
things He has done that
y
you cannot
diciéndote
calculate.
cosas que ha hecho que no puedes calcular.
One of the things that reflects this was
Una de las cosas que
you know,
reflejó eso era
when you know, the question Pastor Chika, that question you asked me yesterday in the evening.
La
You know,
pregunta
our
que me
Malaga
hiciste
pastor
ayer
was
por la
asking me
tarde.
question yesterday
que él me
in
estaba
the
haciendo
evening.
preguntas ayer por la tarde.
And when I answered you that question, when I was writing, the thing was reflecting.
Cuando te respondí,
I
cuando
know I
escribí la
tried
cosa
to
reflejaba.
break it, but I know you didn't get the first part of
Sé que intenté explicarlo,
the
pero sé que
supernatural
no.
aspect of provision. Because I was asking myself, I said,
Yo estaba preguntándome a
the
mí
supernatural actually cannot be over-explained.
que la sobrenatural no puede ser tan
And I
explicada.
now remember Olanle, and it was Brother Prince that interpreted Olanle for me also many years ago. Whether
Y
I
me
say,
acuerdo de la
you
palabra
know,
Onlale, que era un hermano que lo interpretó
Wow.
hace años.
and me, I'm believing it's a new dawn for me, because I want to clock into it the way I clock into it. And I trust somebody will clock into it.
Yo quiero conectarme a ellos también. Y confío que alguien también los va a
And I
conectar.
now remember the pots.
Y me acuerdo de la
And I
cazuela
now went to
grande.
Busca it,
Y
Google
fui
it.
a buscarlo en Google.
Because it's supernatural, because I believe it's your question that's there. Because before that thing you asked me that question yesterday night, I have not thought of the message.
Creo que es tu palabra que
I already have the
pregunta
message
que
for
me
today.
ha removido. Que yo no había pensado en el mensaje.
And
Ya
so
tenía un
when our
mensaje
pastor
para
asked me,
hoy.
how do things work when that it comes to that extent that maybe there is something to do in church, you just go without pressure, you know?
Que él me
Pressure.
preguntaba cómo es que la
He said,
cosa
but it's working for them,
funciona.
thank God. But to some extent, how does it really work, you
Cómo
know?
funciona la sobrenatural.
And I went and be telling him day one, trying to convince
Y
him.
le intenté a decir sobre el día uno, intentar convencerlo a él.
And he gave me, and I now remember Onale, and I remember
Me
14
acuerdo de la
years
palabra
ago
Onale.
dream, or 13 years,
Y me
where
acuerdo del sueño de
I was
hace
in that
14 años,
encounter.
13 años, estaba en ese encuentro.
and some women were throwing shade at me. I just began trying to insult,
Que
bully,
algunas
mock.
mujeres estaban intentando hacerme bullying.
And I wanted to respond to the
Y
women.
quería responder a las mujeres.
And an old man told me, why will you, I was sitting, the old man came and said, why will you
Y
respond to
vino un
them?
anciano, ¿por qué le vas a
I
responder
said,
a
they're
ellos?
insulting me. I want
Dijo,
to
ellos
talk
me
to
están
them now.
exhortando,
Normal
yo voy a
jiggy, jiggy, jiggy.
responderlo.
He said, you don't respond
Y
to
dijo, no
them.
tenés que responder a ellos.
He said, I am Onlanle standing by you.
Dijo, soy Onlale a tu
And he used
lado.
Onlanle. Just begin ministry. So you can't
Ya,
respond
acaba
to
de
these
empezar,
people
que
when
no
I'm
puede.
Onlanle. He stood like this with me. I said,
No puede
"Onlanle,
responder a esas
wow."
personas mientras yo estoy
I
contigo.
don't know the meaning.
No sé lo que significaba.
Then the sister now has a dream. That same interval and say, Pastor,
otro hermano tuvo
an
un
old man
sueño
said
mismo.
it's Onlanle.
Un hombre anciano dijo que es
I
Onlande.
said, what's Onlanle? I
Y
said, that
dijo
means it's
Onlanle.
important. In the mouth
Dijo
of two
que
witnesses.
Es
And I look
importante
for
en la boca
interpreter.
de
Either
dos
Brother Prince or
testigos.
Brother Saram, who is now in US, told me wealth in the house, something
Y
like
dijo
that.
riquezas en la casa.
I said, okay. Then
Dijo,
after a
vale.
little while, I now
Después de
saw
un tiempo,
a golden pot.
vio un cazuela de
It
dorado
was at the
o
front
de
of
oro.
the church then.
Estaba delante de la
And there was
iglesia
some
entonces.
thick substance inside,
Había cosas dentro,
like a rod.
como
A rod.
Un
So
palo.
that was a rod, the rod of Aaron that budded.
era el palo de Aarón
See, it's today I have to go and Google that thing very well
que hoy
for
que
14
tuve
years.
que buscarlo en Google después de 14 años.
And the man took me to the front of the church.
Y
He
el
said,
hombre me
this is it.
llevó delante de la iglesia.
It is today I saw that is care, protection,
Es hoy que vi que es
prosperity,
cuidado,
everything is
protección,
the ark of
prosperidad
God.
en
That
la
God
arca
showed
de
me.
Dios, que Dios
I was
me
always
enseñó.
saying that the rod of Aaron that budded. Today I went to Google and said, it was a pot.
Era
And I
una
checked it in
cazuela.
scripture. I saw
Lo
that is
busqué en
there.
escritura.
And so I begin to think about supernatural is what you can't explain. So that's the
Empecé
source, is God.
A pensar que la
See that?
sobrenatural es lo que no puede explicar, es esa fuente y es
It's
Dios.
because my explanation doesn't make meaning.
Porque mi explicación no tiene sentido.
So that's why there is no lack,
Por eso no hay carencias,
even in the midst of you.
incluso entre los pocos.
Really?
De verdad.
Because where are you thinking it to?
Porque ¿dónde lo vas a pensar?
And it brought my consciousness to tell my people
Y trajo a mi conciencia
that whether
a
we like
decir
it
a
or
mi
not,
gente que aunque
there
lo
is something called
queremos o no,
supernatural.
hay algo llamado sobrenatural.
Someone shared a counter to me that we were worshiping today, we were in service today, and the oil was pouring.
Que alguien
Pouring
me
everywhere.
compartió un encuentro y que
It's
mientras
not-
adoramos hoy el
it's not
aceite
a
estaba
today
derramando de todo
matter.
lado. No es algo de
Because
hoy.
about 13 years ago,
Porque
when
hace
I
13
began,
años
just a
cuando
year
empecé,
after,
después de un año,
a man of God came to Valencia and was telling me oil everywhere.
un hombre de Dios vino a
That-
Valencia y me estaba diciendo
that was the only
aceite
thing I
en
hear
todo
from
lado.
that prophet.
Eso era la única cosa que oí de ese profeta.
I see oil everywhere.
Vio aceite en todos lados.
Are you in ministry?
¿Estás en ministerio?
You say you delay so much. The oil
Que has
is everywhere.
retrasado mucho, que
13
aceite está
years
en
ago.
todo lado.
That's
Hace
the time.
13 años. Era lo único que oí.
That is the supernatural.
Eso es lo sobrenatural.
So that you understand. That can
Para
make
que lo
things
puedas
work.
entender. Que puede hacer que la cosa funcione.
This is what Moses was looking for.
Eso era lo que
Because me
Moses buscaba.
myself, you and I, all of us are here. If we
Okay,
want to go
so
by
yo
our
mismo-
calculation,
Todos nosotros
there are things we
estamos
can't
aquí.
do.
Si quiere ir por nuestra calculación, hay cosas que no podemos hacer.
The supernatural goes both for the work, the church, and even your life. If you clock into the supernatural, Psalm 100 verse 3 say we are his work. Psalm
Que
100
lo
2 verse 3.
sobrenatural va más allá
The
del
sheep of
trabajo
his pasture.
de la iglesia, incluso a nuestra vida propio.
The way God does supernatural in the church, know ye that the Lord is God. It is he that make us. He made us. We are not ourselves. We are his people. Okay, so I can read it. We are his people. Give Spanish their own, sorry. We are his people
Somos sus gente.
and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. That is, there is something he has for us, that he has a green grass where we should graze. So it is called supernatural.
Se llama sobrenatural.
God is telling us today, being 14 years,
Dios nos está diciendo hoy, siendo 14 años,
I will supply all your need according to my riches in where? Glory. Glory. You see that? In glory, Philippians 4:19.
Filipenses.
So there is riches in where?
Hay riquezas.
So there is a kind of riches that come from the glory, not from your strength.
Hay tipo de riquezas que vienen de su gloria, no de tu fuerza.
I want to read the Bible verse for us to know when I'm talking about these riches in glory. Exodus 36 verse 1.
Éxodos 36, versículo
Hold it
1.
Then wrote Bezalel and Aholiab and every wise-hearted man, in whom the Lord do what? Put wisdom. The Lord put wisdom. That's supernatural. And understanding. Can you see? God put wisdom and understanding in men to be able to do his work.
Que Dios puso
See
sabiduría y
something.
entendimiento en los hombres
In
para
whom
poder
the Lord
hacer su
put
trabajo.
wisdom and understanding to know how to work all manner of work for the service, all manner of work. That is,
Todo
you,
tipo de
you can do
trabajo.
carpentry,
Que eso que puede hacer carpentario,
you can do speaker,
de fontanería,
you can do mic.
de todo,
you
de
can do
speaker,
rock.
de todo.
That wisdom is from heaven.
Esa sabiduría viene de cielo.
You know, there are some things we will package. Especially when you are from house. There are some gifts God will just give woman, be just give a man.
Que hay algunos dones que Dios dará a un hombre.
We were in service last week and
Estábamos en el
the light
servicio la
off
semana
and the
pasada.
service cut.
Y la
And
luz apagó.
my
y
my
el
boss
servicio
said
se
this.
cortó.
My boss said, "Now the what do they call it? This one they use. What do they call size? So now the size spoil. More go buy 2 size. I said no, the budget. We just start this year. You want start buy. Una. I was coming there first. I said then he lose the size put for there. He lose them by himself. Spanner and screwdriver. By the time I came yesterday, don't tie the size put them. I said don't they work? He said I want put and check. Yesterday we were complaining there's something that is not we need to do in the door before we come. It don't change. So you see when we talk about
Que cuando
wisdom
hablamos
from His
sabiduría
glory,
de su gloria,
those 2 work I mentioned now,
que esos dos
only
trabajos que ha
yesterday,
mencionado,
500 euro.
que solamente hay
But God gives somebody wisdom
pero
to
Dios
fix
da a
it.
quien
You see, there's so many things you
para
ask God.
solucionarlo. Por eso tener que hay muchas
You see
cosas
many
que tenemos que
things-
pedir a Dios.
You see, it could have been 500 euro,
Tal vez
if
vea
no
tal-
more.
pa-
But
500
God gives somebody
euros. Pero
wisdom
Dios da a alguien sabiduría
to do it.
para
And so
hacerlo.
it doesn't need to be money. He can give you strategy,
No puede ser dinero, Él puede darte estrategia.
grace to do something.
Gracias para hacer algunas
So
cosas.
what you will pay to do,
Lo
you
que vas a
just
pagar
fix
para
it.
hacer, tú solamente lo arreglas.
So if there was no wisdom to do it, we will look for money to do that.
Si no
Shape
habrá
it.
sabiduría para
And
hacerlo,
so we are asking
buscaremos
where it
para
comes. That
hacerlo.
is why the supernatural cannot be explained.
Cuando preguntas dónde viene, pues lo sobrenatural no puede ser explicado.
He gave Bezalel wisdom and Aholiab the heart of understanding, and put wisdom to know how to do what? All manner. All. all manner of work in the sanctuary, according to all that the Lord had commanded. So God's commanded work, He gave them wisdom from the glory. My prayer for somebody is God will baptize you with wisdom.
Amen. Mi oración
That's
para
the
que Dios
greatest.
te bautiza con sabiduría.
There are some of you,
Amén.
when you want to renovate your house, you do it yourself.
Algunos
There are
de
some
nosotros
people that
cuando
cannot
queremos
change
renovar
lights,
nuestra casa,
bulb
Lo
lights.
haces tú. Hay algunos que no
Bulb lights.
pueden ni cambiar la
Continue.
bombilla de la luz.
And Moses called Bezalel and Aholiab and every wise-hearted man. Can you see? Not every man. He did not call every man.
No llamó a todos los hombres.
So don't say they didn't call me. If you
No
have
tiene que
something to
decir que
offer,
no
they
me
will
ha
call you.
llamado. Si tiene alguien
Share you
algo
get.
que ofrecer, te llamará.
Don't say they didn't call me for the matter.
Que
Which
no me ha
matter?
llamado
They
para
don't
la
want
cosa.
confusion. That's why they don't
No
call
quiere
you.
confusión, por eso no te ha
So they
llamado.
call every wise man whose heart the Lord put what? Wisdom. This is supernatural.
Eso es sobrenatural.
In whose heart the Lord put wisdom. So Moses was able to know that these people is God that give you wisdom. That is why we ask for
Que
wisdom from
Moisés
above.
puede saber que
That's why
Dios
somebody
ha
may
dado
not go
esos
to
hombres
school that
sabiduría.
much, but you have wisdom.
Por eso
You ask.
tenemos que pedir sabiduría
It is
desde
asked.
arriba.
Solomon asked for wisdom.
Que Salomón pidió
He
también
was not
sabiduría.
baptized with wisdom, eh?
No fue
He
bautizado
didn't
con
even use
sabiduría.
sense, because even when his brothers were using sense, you know they would have taken the throne from him.
Que incluso él no utilizó
He was
porque
a
debía
very
quitar el trono.
kule type.
Era muy
The mother
tranquilito.
was, I don't want trouble type.
Su madre era de no quería
Even prophecy
problemática.
that came ahead of Solomon was about taking away by Solomon and Adonijah. And
Que
still the
incluso
mother
la
was quiet,
profecía
Solomon was quiet.
que
Thank God for Prophet
fue
Nathan.
dado a Salomón. Sus hermanos estaban a punto de quitárselo gracias a profeta
So
Jonathan.
that was why when he saw himself, he said,
Por eso cuando vio a sí mismo dijo,
God, I don't get sense like that. Talk less of wisdom. I need help.
Dios, no necesito ayuda,
Many
no
of us
tengo
should
sabiduría.
learn to tell God the area where we need help.
Muchos de nosotros tenemos que aprender a decir a
And
Dios el
God
área
came
donde
overnight
necesitamos
and gave
ayuda.
him wisdom.
Y Dios vino en la noche y le dio sabiduría.
And the wisdom provides everything that any man can make on earth.
Y
My
la
prayer for
sabiduría
you
le
is that this
proveyó todo
service
lo
will
que el hombre
baptize you
puede
with
hacer en la
wisdom.
vida. Amen.
In the name of Jesus. You know why? Because wisdom makes things easy for
Porque la
you.
sabiduría hace que la cosa sea fácil para ti.
If there is no wisdom, you will go on a long journey.
Si no hay sabiduría, irás en un viaje
Wisdom
largo.
tests you the first step. If there is no wisdom, you first of all go to, you know you are coming to, you go past there.
Que si no hay sabiduría,
Because you
sabes
don't
que
know.
viene aquí,
Bible says
pero irás a
wisdom
un
is
camino largo.
profitable to direct. You
La
see?
sabiduría es profitable para dirigir.
Continue, we are reading quickly. And Moses called Bezalel and every wise heart in whose heart the Lord has put with me, in everyone whose heart stirred him up to come unto the work to do. Let's go. And they received of Moses all offering which the children of Israel has brought for the work of the service of the sanctuary, to make it without. And they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning. These wise people, you see why God has to bring wise people with wisdom, so that before they start raising any money, they will know it will be used well. That one join.
Que por eso Dios trajo
No,
a
no,
hombres
sí.
con sabiduría, pero antes de cualquier cosa que ellos van a dar, saber utilizarlo bien.
How many people had people that came online and people have messing upon them, donated money for them and the money wasted?
Que no has oído
Yes.
gente que viene online, la gente le da dinero y malgasta el dinero.
I want to even hear one or two pastors that give money to do something, you go use and buy car.
No has oído uno dos
No say I softly
pastores
talk that one small.
le da dinero para hacer algo y utiliza dinero para comprar un coche.
The man said when they came to church, they said, Pastor, where are our generator?
Y cuando vinieron a la iglesia, pastor, ¿dónde está nuestro generador?
Know your country now.
Conoce
I don't
a tu
buy car, I
país.
need to get some.
Y comprar un coche, tengo que tener alguna nivel.
And so it has to be people that have sense,
Tiene que ser gente que son sabios
so that they will manage it well.
para que ellos puedan manejarlo bien.
And he said all of them, then before they start to bring, and that brought all the works, they came every man from his work, and all the wise men that wrote all the work of sanctuary came every man from his work which they made. Quickly. And they spake unto me, saying, the people bring much more than enough for the service of the work which the Lord commanded. Is this not supernatural?
Eso es sobrenatural.
And Moses gave commandment, and can you imagine? Moses told them, stop bringing. It's enough. Let neither man or woman make any more work of offering for sanctuary. So the people were restrained from beginning. That will not be supernatural.
Eso es sobrenatural.
So you not use wayo,
Que no has utilizado
you not use
engaño.
crook,
No
you not say
utilizar-
anointing of David,
No has dicho
you not say
anointing de
stone,
David, no has
you not say
vendido
onion
piedra,
from Israel.
no has vendido
You not say Deborah
semillas de
perfume.
Egipto, de-
People can't bring.
La gente trajeron por sí mismos
They don't tire.
voluntariamente.
Stop.
Se cansaba, parar.
That's the supernatural you're asking me. You see, we have to pray.
Esa es la
That's the
sabiduría
kind of
que
prayer.
estás preguntando. Es
Pastor.
el tipo de oración, pastor.
Now you pray so that
Que rezas
people will be sold out.
para que la gente sea tan
See what
vendida.
happened. The glory went ahead and all goodness followed.
Que la gloria se fue delante de ellos y todo el bien les siguió.
It is Exodus 33, Moses called for the glory. The same Exodus 36. You see, because Moses knew why he called for the glory.
Moses
When
sabía
the
por qué
glory
llamó la
called,
gloria
Bible
de
says in
Dios.
that verse 19, Exodus 33, 18, say, my 19 say, my goodness will follow you.
Que mi bondad te seguirá.
So instead of you to be seeking and begging,
En vez
just
de
seek
buscar
for
y
the
pidiendo,
glory.
solamente busca por la gloria.
And whatever you desire,
Y cualquier cosa que deseas,
whatever you are searching for,
cualquier cosa que estás buscando,
seriously, it happened in the glory.
de verdad sucede en la gloria.
Architect was here yesterday.
El
Architect was
arquitecto
here
estaba aquí
yesterday.
ayer,
Two architects, they have
Dos
become
arquitectos.
to come and draw this up.
para dibujar arriba.
They didn't draw it to that place. Shift it, let it concern can be large, so that when people come in conferences, and because
Que
God
lo
has
hicieron
promised to
empezar
enlarge
grande,
us,
para que
make
cuando la
it hot
gente
double.
viene
So
en
the pillar, yes,
conferencias,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't make one, just make 2. Give more,
haz dos,
build up.
haz el arriba.
And they have started drawing.
Ya empezó a dibujar.
Only the drawing is 5K. The foundation is 30 something K.
Solo el dibujo es 5,000, el cimiento
When
es
they help us draw it and
35.
give us the foundation, because now up, it's not a work on the down that you do. It needs license.
Que es un trabajo
So
de
their
arriba,
license
sacar
is about
licencia,
6K.
que es solamente
And so
su
they
licencia
must
es-
do it. You can't do
ellos
it
tienen
yourself
que
because you
hacerlo.
need license. It's like a complete building.
Es como un edificio total.
No
Hace
pressure.
falta licencia,
It
no
has
hay
not been
presión.
said before.
Aún no ha sido dicho.
No story.
No hay
No
historia,
tension.
no hay tensión.
No begging.
No hay que
That is
pedir.
the supernatural.
Eso es lo sobrenatural.
And before, it has to be done. Our prayer, when on our bring result, we'll come and give you the next drawing next month, a more time. Because we need them to come and start work. You
Porque
say,
queremos que
if
quieren
you and I
vengan a
sit down,
empezar
check my
trabajo.
€1 and your €5. People when they pay tithe for this church, not just in the rich 5, now not they pay. May I tell you now? So, in case you they think and say,
Que si
even if I know
piensas
they
que
pay,
hay
others
dinero,
they pay,
que
una not
si
they pay
piensas que si
tithe.
no pago otro, los demás pagan. Nadie, solo los que pagan
So if you
diezmos
check
a que no
yourself
llegan
now,
ni
maybe
cinco.
as you did there
Si
and €1
mira
you
a
want
ti
put, or
mismo, tal vez
20
como
cents.
tú estás ahí, vas a poner un
So
euro,
that
20
is why I'm
céntimos.
teaching you
Así te
practically
estoy
the
enseñando
supernatural.
prácticamente lo sobrenatural.
So how do you reason it?
¿Cómo puede razonarlo?
Because if you reason it, like maybe it's even the light bill.
Porque
This
si lo
cold time
piensas,
now, light bill 500, 600.
Solamente
Maybe
el
2
gasto de
Sundays
la luz.
offerings and seed. So what happened to the other 2 Sundays? What happened to fuel? What happened to
Que
car? What
se
happened?
ve a-
At time before
a
the
gasolina
this
todo.
month reach, the money go. But there is something called supernatural.
A veces antes de que el mes acabe, el
That's
dinero
why I
ya se
say
acabó,
there's
pero
no
hay
way I
algo
will
llamado
explain it
sobrenatural. Por
because
eso digo que no
it's
hay
not
manera
the
que yo voy a
realm. You don't
explicar.
own the realm.
Porque no eres el dueño
You can
del
explain
reino.
it.
No puede explicarlo.
Pastor Gloria cannot explain how
Pastora
supernatural
Gloria no puede
works.
explicarlo cómo funciona lo sobrenatural.
But if they bring that project to do tomorrow,
Pero si trae ese proyecto
The thing
mañana
will be done.
o hoy, la cosa será hecho.
last time we talked about it, only
Año
brief,
pasado
we
cuando lo
brief it,
hablamos,
brief.
solamente
Some people already
hablarlo
drop little, only brief,
Algunos
we
ya
brief
dejó
it.
poquito a poquito.
The paper is tied there.
El papel está atado ahí.
I have seen God build people in the glory.
He visto a Dios construir las personas en la gloria.
I want you to tap into the mindset of supernatural.
Quiero que coge la mente de sobrenatural.
You know what I remember this morning?
¿Sabe lo que me acuerdo? Lo que recuerdo
Many
esta
years
mañana?
ago, you know we are year 14.
Hace muchos años, ya sabemos que
When
estamos
we were year 1 plus,
cuando teníamos un año y algo.
a brother had a dream. Maybe
Un
I'll
hermano
share it
tuvo
here.
un
Let me
sueño.
refresh us.
Tal vez la he
You know, the
compartido, voy a
reason why I use
refrescaros.
confidence to preach this because I don't preach to raise it, I preach
La-
to raise your heart.
La razón por la que
So I
predico
will tell
así
you
no
the way
es para
it's
levantar
working.
semillas, sino para levantar tu
That's why
corazón.
I say it every day. My account not empty.
Por eso
If
digo
it
todos
want
los
go
días,
100 euros, somebody
mi
will
cuenta
send
no vacías.
something
Cuando
for
vaya a
Nobody
100
will
euros,
give you.
alguien
Because
enviará.
I'm supernatural.
Porque es
Because if you
sobrenatural.
remember 100 euros, you the hungry, I'll give you use them.
Porque si queda 100 euros, si tienes hambre, te lo daré para comer.
A brother walked in and he had a dream where
Un
he saw
hermano
a
entró, tuvo un
very
sueño
big hall like a campo. Make a
Que
refresh
vio-
on. I hear that dream before.
que vio
Very massive.
un sitio grande,
But there were
como
few
la
people
salera,
inside.
pero había poca
And
gente
those people
dentro.
were loading goods, packaging carton,
Y esa
carton.
poca gente estaba empaquetando
That brother could be
cartones.
watch. And the brother like
Y hermano estaba
that
como
dream.
en ese sueño.
They said this company comes from Nigeria
que esta compañía vino de Nigeria
and it's in Castellon.
y está en Castellón
And it's so long.
y es tan grande.
Goods loading and going.
Hay cosas dentro.
Even people from outside coming to carry the
Incluso
goods.
la gente desde fuera viniendo
But
a
there were
recoger
few
cosas.
people in this world.
Pero había pocas personas en ese trabajo.
And the brother wake up and say, what kind
Mi
of
hermano se
dream?
despertó, dijo,
He
"¿Qué tipo
just
de sueño
relocated
es?"
back to Spain.
Acababa de
Now, when you
regresar a
are in
España.
life service, you are very direct.
Que cuando
Even if you don't mention it, because it
Estás
does,
en servicio
the
vivo,
person will
está muy
see it and
directo.
know.
Aunque
Also,
no
if I say
menciona
that, somebody will
nombres
not come
para
and
que
tell you,
la
Pastor,
persona
you are
sepa.
lying. I don't even share
Eso
better
es.
one. Your own will not get sense. Now I will content lie.
Que
Not be
no
God
compa-
work. Who better ones? They get some when they go share or package and say
Que
na
hay algunos
personal.
que
Make una never
comparten lo que yo
poor.
lo
So
guardo,
if I
que
agree,
digo
no.
es personal.
And so he said he
Dijo.
woke up and a brother was in his house and
Que un hermano estaba en su casa y
he told the
dijo,
brother, what kind of strange dream is
que
this?
qué tipo de sueño es este.
And the brother said, that's Vineyard.
El hermano le dijo, eso
Ah,
es
ah.
viña de Dios.
Who they tell and not they with us, so I just
El
start.
que está
At the youth blackboard they
diciéndolo,
write. Those ones they are just start, you know.
no
He
estaba
say
con
Vineyard. I say
nosotros,
yeah, they
pero
just
viña de Dios
established.
que
That
acabo
is
de
what I saw.
establecer. Eso es lo que he visto.
This brother gets sense.
Ese hermano estaba
He
tan
just
muy
carry low, say I
sensible.
don't go join.
Cogió sus cosas, dijo, he venido a
He got
juntarnos.
sense.
Estaba muy listo.
Because who they tell and not join,
Porque el que lo dijo no
he
vino.
get sense.
Estaba sabio.
The fact that who they tell you not join, not mean say you not get sense.
Aunque la persona que te dijo no se juntó, no.
See, make I tell you,
no eres
apart
sabio.
from church,
No
if
eres
you
listo.
see business where sense dey, even if they tell you not make sense, make you make sense of the thing. Eh?
Aparte de
Make
la
I
iglesia,
nothing
en
say
negocio,
if
si
it
la
good, you
persona
not
te
go
dijo,
join.
no
In
está-
sense, not let am join. Not be say the thing not good.
No está
Less
sensible
sense.
para juntarse.
My small Daniela go say, "Mommy, sense." I say, "Sense, my daughter." Less sense. The father go say, if it good, why you not join? Not be waiting
Por
you
si
get
es
your
bueno,
brain.
¿por qué no se juntó?
You not
No
get
es
way.
lo que
So
tú
you
tenías
not
tu
see the
cerebro está
goodness.
en él.
You
Él no
see
ha
the
visto la
goodness.
bondad, tú
Because
has
the
visto
glory
tú.
can open your eye, you see something good.
Porque la
Where
vida
people
puede
saw
abrir
nothing,
tus
somebody
ojos,
will see
verás algo
something.
bueno. Donde la gente no vio
Oh,
verdad,
don't
no
say
verá
that.
algo.
Oh.
No
Where
tengo que
people
decir
think there is
esto.
nothing, something go there inside.
Cuando
It is
los
the
demás
opening
no ven
eye.
nada.
Bible said the seeing eyes and the hearing ear. There are some people that say, this company you are working, you say, I'm even figure. He said, I was passing through here. Oh. Even my mind was telling me, oh, I said, this kind of place. There are people like that.
Hay gente así.
There are shoes that were in the shop, hair, clothes. We women now, the person passing, no, that's when you wear and go come find. Now this side be this.
Que
What?
Especialmente mujeres, ropa, zapatos, pelo. Cuando alguien lo pasó, dijo no, pero cuando.
There are
otra
people
persona
you want
tiene
to
el-
marry, and now they tell some guys now. Now the guy contact the guy, say, contact the guy, say, contact the guy, say, me, marry you.
Yo,
This boy,
casarme contigo,
you not get
ese
level.
chico no tiene nivel.
Now the guy say, I want marry her.
El chico dijo, me quería casar con
In
ella.
these two cases,
En
when I
esos dos
just picture
casos
far,
que he
the man
mencionado,
don't born, the guy don't born because people ain't reach to marry. The people ain't criticize and so never marry.
que
See, he don't dey
la
turn to
chica ya ha
grandmother.
tenido un hijo
The
que
ones
ya
wey
a
say
punto
na
de
this
casarse.
year ma,
Los que se
because in Yakob he never rise, he never dey eat better pure, he never dey eat goat meat. In chiefs, not when your chiefs go inside. All this, una when be women, some guys, thank God say na make I dey where they go dey see me very very well. Because the boy he figure, no say Achika take fresh now. Because he figure still dey like this. They will say me, shoe get size. Wetin be your size? To get 42 size they had, and you are looking for 42 size. 38 they get better size, 39. Fine shoe. He say, this one I want marry, this one I want, now why you want Zuona? Destroy it.
Lo destruye con su boca.
When another
No
person
es
will
mi
come
nivel,
marry and
no
finish.
es mi estilo. Y cuando otra
He
persona ya
come
casa con
clean.
él, y la persona lo limpia,
He
lo
come
cuida
fine.
bien, se queda muy guapo
You can't regret.
y te arrepentirás.
So the way we see is
La
different.
manera que vemos es diferente.
And so the fact that somebody around you say the thing is not good,
Aunque haya autoridad dicho que la cosa no es
don't
buena.
be wise though.
Sé sabio.
The business good, it's not good for him.
El negocio es bueno, no es bueno para él.
The work good, it's not good for him.
El trabajo es bueno, no es bueno para él.
So the one that he told say, okay, oh,
El que ha dicho
you were show. And he was, you know what I'm saying? Because that person came in with understanding of the supernatural.
vino con el entendimiento
That
de lo
was the key the
sobrenatural.
person hold to
Esa es
fetch.
la llave que la persona tuvo
This
para
one.
recoger.
When you walk into a place with understanding, you
Cuando
know
entras a un
the
sitio con
time others will be
entendimiento,
talking another thing. You're already
Cuando los
calculating what
demás
you will
está hablando
get.
otra cosa, tú estás calculando lo que vas a obtener.
At a little time, the person came and give me an envelope like this. You know, package on my presents. He called the count and €5, stretch and stretch and stretch. And €225
Que
or
la persona
250.
vino a
There
darle
was 2,
dinero.
there was 5.
Era 200.
My present he counted and he said, take.
La persona lo contó y mi presidente dijo,
I said,
toma.
what for?
Dijo, ¿para qué?
He said, I saw an angel giving you money.
Que vio un ángel dándote dinero.
That was the only thing I could share for our pastor yesterday. That's why
Era
he's
lo
the one
único
that
que podía
reminded me.
compartir con la pastora y era
Because I was
él que me
trying to
recordaba.
define supernatural.
Porque estoy intentando definir
He said, I
sobrenatural.
saw an angel. At the beginning, it was a man. He said he was
Que al
giving you
principio
money.
era un hombre
And the money was
un ángel.
about 250,000. He said it was large.
que vio dándote dinero. Era
He said there were
2,000,
other
2,000,
pastors around that
que
were
había
angry.
otros
Say, only
pastores
she.
alrededor que estaba enfadado
He
solamente
said the man
ella,
gave it to you.
que el hombre te lo dio.
He said immediately the man, this time we are talking about, I was still inside Locutorio Business
Que en
Center.
este tiempo que estamos
We
hablando,
caught
estaba en
small
el
office. So
locutorio.
we're inside that small office where he
Estaba
was
en
talking
esta
to.
oficina pequeño cuando él me
He
hablaba.
said as he was giving you,
Que
you were
mientras él te
stepping
daba,
out
tú
where they
estabas
are.
saliendo donde
You
estaban
enter
los
congregation,
demás.
you start
Entonces la
sharing
congregación
it.
empezó a
He said you
repartir
give me
dinero.
either 250 or
Me dio
25.
250 o 225.
He said that is why I'm giving the equivalent that
Por eso te
relates
estoy dando
225 or
equivalencia
something.
ahora.
So I now took it from him and I put it inside the offering box.
Cogí el dinero de
He
él,
said,
lo puse
I
en la
gave
ofrenda.
you. I said, you gave
Te
me.
lo he dado.
I
Dijo,
said,
"Me
it's
has
supernatural
dado".
is
Dijo,
the
"Es
Spirit of
sobrenatural,
God.
es el
I
Espíritu
didn't
de
give
Dios.
you.
No te he dado.
It's God that used my face
Es Dios que ha
to give
utilizado mi
you.
cara para
He said, but it's for you. I said, no, you never
No,
reach
pues
to it
para
and
ti.
you never get
Dijo
rich.
que no es suficiente.
Let's
No
give
hay
it
tiempo
back
para
to God so
comer.
he can produce
Todavía no
more.
tengo lo suficiente. Vamos a
Wow.
devolver a Dios para que pueda producir más.
Seriously, was shocked.
Ese
That thing
asombro.
made him click more.
Esa cosa le hizo.
No be money make you
conectar
open
más.
church.
No es no
Which
aceptar
kind
la
of
iglesia
money?
por dinero. Dijo, ¿qué
Businesswoman
dinero?
like me.
Una mujer que hace negocio
Hey.
como yo.
Calculator like me. If you drink say that money make me rich, or you don't face since yesterday.
Si sueñas que yo
I
era
was already a
persona con
businesswoman,
dinero, ya has fracasado desde ayer. Yo
Church
soy una
make
mujer
me
de negocio.
close my restaurant. Church
La iglesia me hizo cerrar
Church.
el restaurante.
make me close my restaurant. Time to manage them.
El horario
I'm
para
not sitting down there
manejarlo.
because I went to Wednesday service where
No
I was
podía
serving, not as a
sentar
pastor
ahí.
of a ministry. I
Porque
sit down
fui
there
a
on
la
Wednesday.
iglesia. Me
The-
quedé
my
el
sweetheart that
miércoles.
was managing it was not managed according to my taste. I said, let me sit on it
Que yo
and
me voy a
manage it
manejarlo
myself.
yo misma.
As I sit there, people started coming. My
Cuando me
husband tell me,
sentaba,
say,
la
you want to
gente
manage
venía.
your restaurant? But I said, that was
Primero.
almost 20,000 euros that we spent. We never see 1,000. We don't see money. I said, let me go and manage this
gastamos
myself.
casi
I
20,000
sat
euros,
there,
no
you know,
ganamos
restaurant
money.
now, bar now. They didn't come in the morning.
Que no vinieron por la
In
mañana.
the evening when I want to
Por la
go,
tarde,
I just
cuando
now
yo me
get the
vaya a la
provocation.
iglesia.
I was thinking of going to Bible study,
Yo estaba
which I didn't miss
pensando ir a la historia de
Wednesday.
la Biblia,
One
que
person
no
now
podía
can come
miércoles,
and we're
una
using
persona.
tongue to link
Yo
drink,
estaba
link.
utilizando ese
You know,
libro
the one
para
that will take one bottle of Star,
para
they link
chupar
up.
su cerveza.
My head was making boy. Since morning you don't come now. I'm trying to refresh. I know if we go Bible study. I
no
didn't
puedo-
go. I said,
no
God,
podía
me.
estudiar de la Biblia,
I will not
dijo
go to
Dios,
Bible
yo
study because of this restaurant.
voy a ir a estudiar
But I
de la
never
Biblia
see the
por
money.
ocupar de
Just
ese
now I want to start time. Almost
Que no
20K.
he visto ni las ganancias.
I tell Oga say I fed tell you. No offense.
Dijo a mi marido,
Because of
dijo,
church.
te lo he dicho, no lo
What do we
podrás
do?
ocupar
Let's
la
leave it.
iglesia. Vamos
The
a
worst
dejarlo.
pain is that the man that owned that restaurant wrote us a contract. When I say something now, that
Que-
when they give contract, I read them.
Da contrato,
See,
tiene
we
que
don't
leerlo
learn
bien.
obedience through ignorance. The contract that man gave us said you cannot trespass it.
Que el contrato que el hombre me dio que no puede traspasarlo.
Because after renovating it,
Porque
you could
después de
trespass
renovarlo,
it 50K, 40K,
Puede
30K.
traspasarlo.
Meanwhile, a
30,000,
man that was
50,000.
running a bar like that, like us, trespass you about 40K franc.
Una persona
And so
que
he
hizo
told
lo
us we
mismo
were
que
happy we
pasó
want to
suyo.
trespass.
Y estábamos felices que
And we
no
didn't know
vamos
there
a
was a
traspasar.
law.
No sabíamos que
Read
había
his
un
sign. You
cláusula
can't
fijada
trespass my local.
firmando que no puede traspasar
When
mi
you don't want to
local.
do it again, leave it for me.
Si no puede
Life.
querer hacerlo más, déjalo para mí.
What do we do? Okay, carry
¿Qué
it.
hicimos?
The church we were
Déjalo.
going, they were about to
La
fix
iglesia donde
light.
íbamos está a punto
They
de
said
poner
the
luz.
new light we just fixed.
La luz que
A
acabamos de
brother
poner.
called Collins fixed the
Un
light.
hermano
Everything
llamado
new. Now we
Collins
wire them.
Lo
We said, come and remove
colocó,
some
dijo,
things,
ven y
but don't off the
quita
light.
algunas cosas,
Go and use it
pero
for
no
the
apaga
church we're going.
la luz. Ve y
And some
utilízalo
of
para
the
la
chairs,
iglesia
pack
donde
the chairs, we
íbamos.
don't do
Las
that place.
sillas, llévalos ahí.
Not as pastoring a church,
No como
as a
pastorando
member,
la iglesia, sino como un miembro.
not as assistant
No
pastor.
como un asistente de pastor.
So that business did not make that 20,000 we spent with my husband there. We never make coins.
Que
Now
no
shorts we don't
ganamos
do.
ni
People have not started coming. That was why I said let me run it. I bought another freezer. I went to buy a macro shiny glass where I was putting meat. I knew I could run it to
Sé
get
que
money.
podía hacerlo bien para tener
But he
dinero.
took my Wednesday
Pero
service
cogió mi
and he made me
miércoles
get
de estudio de
angry.
la Biblia y me enfadé.
That's why I left it.
Lo dejé.
You don't know that whatever you do is put in heaven.
No sabes que cualquier cosa que hagas está escrito en el
I
cielo.
wasn't a pastor then.
Yo no era un pastor,
And so
entonces.
if you see, when you create an avenue where there is a room for God to use it, bless you. I
Cuando
believe in the
creas
supernatural, so I
un
could let that
espacio
thing go. I
y
can let it go.
Creo en la sobrenatural, lo dejé y puede
Those
dejarlo.
are sacrifices. There are people in
Son
this town
sacrificios. Hay gente
that
en esa
understand what I'm.
tierra
And
que
it was
entiende
the
lo que
former
estoy
road
diciendo.
of the church where we left, Baskets
era en
Man.
la-
So
en
I
la
could say, see my shop.
última
It was
calle
still
de
there.
la-
You see
de la
Choice
iglesia
Restaurant,
antes.
2 door.
Aún
We
estaba
spend
ahí.
money. I left
Gastamos
it
dinero ahí, lo dejé.
because I believe in the supernatural.
Porque creo en lo sobrenatural.
That's why the number 2 thing comes. Supernatural goes by sacrifice.
Que donde número 2, lo sobrenatural va por sacrificios.
That was why when they were making noise, say the brother do ritual. The brother do ritual. Pastor Gloria gather money, give am ritual. I said that the crazy. He no do
Por
ritual.
eso
He
cuando
met
la
oil
gente
and he
quejaba que el hermano ha
understood
hecho cosas no buenas.
life. That was why, because
Él
I know
contó
the
el
matter.
aceite y se entendió.
So as a pastor now, you can't be saying
Como
story
pastor,
every day.
No puedes decir
Ajá.
todo todos los días.
He met a ground, he met
Encontró
oil, and he
aceite
got sense,
Y esta era
and he
sabio.
started tapping into
Y empezó
oil.
a conectar con ese aceite.
You see the thing? After I gave that thing and I drop it every night, I was inside the build house for them. So when they say brother get ritual, me say tell them say so I build house for you for drink. I say never use my destiny. Life is mysterious. There are things you don't say.
Que la vida es misteriosa, hay cosas que no vemos.
Brother got sense.
El hermano era listo.
Brother was just tapping.
Él estaba conectando, cogiendo.
Anytime brother say goes, brother will say, I came by oil here.
Que yo he venido con el aceite aquí.
Now that brother started, they call me my pastor.
Era ese hermano que
Now
empezó a
he put
llamar
my-
mi pastor. Mi pastor. Era que puso mi mío.
My pastor. He get wetin God show me.
Hay
I
algo que
tell
Dios
you,
me
you
ha
know,
enseñado.
that
Tú
seed
lo
when I
sabes.
see say angels give me,
Ese semilla que
when you
los ángeles
put
me dio,
there,
que tú has
we
puesto
know
en
the
ofrenda.
foundation,
Sabemos el cimiento,
but nobody know.
pero nadie lo sabe.
So no matter how you say it,
Da igual como lo dice.
I can't say anything
No puedo decir nada.
because I know what happened in the spirit.
Porque sé lo que sucedió en el espíritu.
It's supernatural.
Es sobrenatural.
And later on I go talk. I went to somebody's house who was crying
Que fue a la casa de alguien que estaba llorando,
that he was cheated.
que fue engañado.
And I told the person, let go. He said, how can I
Y
let
dijo la
go?
persona, déjalo ir. Dijo, ¿cómo voy a dejarlo ir?
I said, let go. He
Dijo,
said, I can't
"Déjalo,
let go. He said, this
que no
is my
puedo
life.
dejarlo ir, que esa es mi
I've been
vida.
cheated.
He sido engañado.
Around 12 in the night, and me and my husband still go.
A las 12 de
I
la
pray
noche
for the
fui
person
con
and
mi
say,
marido y rezó por la persona.
strategy to create your own.
Que estrategia para crear el tuyo.
With this pain in your heart,
Con ese dolor en tu corazón.
may God restore your
Que
glory
Dios restaura tu
by
gloria.
strategy to
Con
create your own.
estrategia para crear el
And I
tuyo.
left.
Y me fui.
And the person said, okay, I even said I will not come to church
Y la
again, but I
persona
will
dijo,
come.
yo dijo que no iba a venir a la iglesia más, pero vendré.
After a while, someone said building house for the person. I said, another ritualist.
Después de
What's
que vio
happened?
mismo construir una
It
casa
is
para
that
la
strategy
persona.
that opened door. Bah!
Era esa estrategia que le
Because I
abrió
was
puertas,
angry
porque yo estaba enfadado.
with what was done to the person. I was
por
hurt.
lo que
I pray
fue
out
hecho a
of
esa
pain in my
persona.
heart.
Rezó con dolor
Don't
en mi
pervert
corazón.
somebody.
No tener que quitar a alguien de la
And I
comunidad.
told the person that pervert the person, I said, this thing you do. In the dream, I was fighting.
Que dijo a la persona que esa cosa que
Say,
has
why did
hecho.
you pervert? In the dream,
En
I
el
saw
sueño yo
myself
estaba
fighting.
peleando.
I told the person, this thing you do,
Dijo a la
it
persona
will not
esta cosa
favor you. The thing will
que esa
spoil. It's spoiled because you
cosa
cannot pervert
que has
innocent.
hecho no te favorecerá, se destruirá. Y de verdad se destruyó porque no puedes hacer daño a otro.
And I knew that God was lifting
Y sé que Dios estaba
because
levantando.
it has happened in the supernatural and God
Porque
showed
ya,
it.
ya ha sucedido en lo
And God
sobrenatural.
lifts.
Dios
See,
lo
can you
enseñó.
connect to the supernatural?
Puedes conectar a lo sobrenatural.
Can you be sacrificial?
Puedes ser
See,
sacrificial.
can you personalize God? Don't
Puedes
listen to
personalizar a
anybody.
Dios, no tener que escuchar a nadie.
And so when I see like that blow and you are talking, I will not mind you because I know
Cuando
the
veo
supernatural
así
ground
y
there.
la persona se ha
No
hecho grande,
mind.
cuando hablas no te haré caso.
But
Porque
when
es
you
lo sobrenatural que
refuse
está ahí. Pero
to
si te
connect to the
niegas
supernatural,
a conectarse a lo sobrenatural,
how will His goodness follow?
¿cómo es que su bondad va a seguirte?
He gave bread to the eater and seed to the sower.
Él da pan a que
He
come
will
y
give
semilla
bread
a
though.
que
You'll be
siembra.
eating, you will not lack. But
Él
that
te dará
overflow,
pan,
no, because
comerás, pero
you've
no
not
es-
make room for Him.
Eso es desbordante,
Yes.
no, porque no has hecho creado espacio para ello.
I want you to enter that realm where you are not afraid
Quiero que entre a ese remo donde no está
that things will work for your good.
que las cosas funcionarán
Because
para
he
tu
said,
bien.
my goodness will pass ahead of you.
Porque dijo que mi bondad
I
irá
want you to
delante
enter that
de
realm
ti.
of his glory.
Quiero que entre a este remo de
Where
su
you can be,
gloria.
what is it? If you ask me now, say, this bill they are charging, do you have inside your drawer? No, we don't have inside our drawer.
Si me
But
pregunta ahora, ¿esos
will
gastos
be
ahora
done.
si lo tienen en tu,
I have so much belief to
en
that.
tu mano? No lo tengo, pero será hecho. Yo creo en así.
I told her the day will come to say, mobility, I say, 120,000 one and see, bank no gree sponsor. Now 180 you want put. I say, bank self no go sponsor this one. That's what the woman asked. Is remembering. As the woman, the same agent that we couldn't able to buy 120 from. When I saw the number, I said, now
Cuando vio
Rachel,
esto, dijo que,
when would I come here and say, why are you checking
¿por
180?
qué mira de 180?
120, I don't work out the whole bank, they don't buy for now. Why are you checking 180?
Has visto
I
a
said,
todo
we like
banco, no
them.
podía comprar. ¿Por qué buscar 180? Dijo,
No, I like
me
them.
gusta. ¿Os
Yeah.
gusta? Sí.
I told evangelist yesterday,
Dijo a evangelista ahí,
talking about supernatural,
hablando sobre el
that
sobrenatural,
I was in Bremen,
que yo estaba en Bremen,
step into that hotel,
entrando a
and I sit on the floor
me senté en
and
el
say,
suelo.
Father,
Dijo,
bank
Padre,
have denied us.
el
They have
banco nos ha
closed their
rechazado,
accounts. They said
cerrado
will
la
not sell
cuenta,
for us.
que no
They
va a
said we will not
vendernos,
even open account with
que no
them.
vamos a abrir
What
ni
do we
cuenta con
do?
ellos. ¿Qué vamos a
Why I
hacer?
was saying, Father, thank you. Why
Cuando
did I
digo,
say it
Padre,
when I enter
gracias.
hotel?
¿Por qué lo
Because
digo
the
cuando
last
entré en el
bank
hotel?
Kaka man that said was going to call me, instead of him to wait for me to go to program and come back, he called me as I was landing from flight and telling me no
me
puede.
llamó cuando
So it
bajaba
broke
del
my
avión,
heart.
que no se puede.
So
Y
as I
me
sit down and
rompió
say,
el
Father,
corazón.
thank you
Y cuando me siento,
for this
digo, Padre,
conference.
gracias por esa conferencia.
I said, Father,
Dijo, Padre,
what are we going to do
¿qué
now?
vamos a hacer
Where I
ahora?
was sitting, my
Donde
two
yo
legs
estaba
that sat
sentando.
open.
Donde
My
yo
legs
sentaba,
were going.
mi dos
I was
piernas que
forcing my
estaban
leg, forcing my leg,
sentado,
forcing my leg.
abrió. Yo
I
estaba
told him
tratando de forzar mis pies
and I
para que
forced
se-
my leg. I said, what
y
is going on?
forzar,
His
sí,
breeze
que se-
blowing.
¿Qué
He
sucede?
said, I've opened the door. Go
Hay
back.
viento que sopla, dijo, he abierto la puerta.
Supernatural.
Regresa,
He said, go back
sobrenatural.
and preach to my people because of the COVID that is
Que
coming.
regresa y predica
So when
para
I
mi
came, I
gente,
said, well, the Lord said I should be doing
COVID,
7 days, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days.
Venir.
But I don't know whether I'm ready. And people say start. I didn't. Do we know COVID was going to be like that? And I said, that's why they have been asking me, why are you not doing it? That's straight, and it was supernatural.
Ese fuerza era
You see?
sobrenatural.
Now,
¿Ves?
that's what they're asking me. That's
Pues,
7 nights, 90 we're doing.
Ese 7 noches,
Even in
7
my
noches,
parlor, I was doing it. Then we hit the door. I said it was supernatural because I'm not in.
Supernatural.
Except the Lord build the house.
Excepto
You can
el
see it's
Señor
not
construyó
natural.
casa. Puede
I've
ver
not been
que no
able
es
to do
natural.
all night.
Ya no he
Say
podido
with
hacer
people.
toda
Since
la
that
noche
time,
con
me
la
that do
gente.
7 days
Entonces,
stretch.
yo que sea 7 días.
So you understand the supernatural.
Así que tenés que entender
Everything is supernatural.
todo es sobrenatural.
It was when I started. After a few days, one bank called me, another bank
Era
called
cuando
me,
empezó
come
un
and open
banco, me
account.
llamó,
I said,
otro
okay,
me llamó,
that's
ven y
good.
abrí
And the Lord
cuenta.
said, you are not even buying credit.
Y el Señor dijo, no vas a comprar crédito.
Get out and go and look for in
Sal y
COVID
busca
time.
en tiempo
You know
de
how we
COVID.
pass? That's why the woman asked me.
Por eso la
It's
mujer me
120 no
preguntó,
puede comprar, no
si
hay
no puede
banco.
comprar en
It's
120, ¿cómo vas a
180 de
comprar
que.
180?
I said, don't worry.
Y dijo, no te preocupes.
Is it not supernatural?
¿Acaso no
We
es
were to pay
sobrenatural?
for 28 years.
Tenemos que pagar durante
That
28
one,
años.
if you see the place,
En
eh,
esa es lo que ella. Si
the
ves
building
el
one
lugar,
collapse. They don't they hold
el
on. Now
edificio
one
estaba a
underground.
punto de colapsarse
We were to pay for
bajo
28 years.
tierra.
You know bank now.
Tenemos que pagar 28
But you are
años.
not owing here now.
Pero aquí no debemos nada aquí.
It's supernatural.
Es sobrenatural.
It's what God can do.
Es lo que Dios puede hacer.
And so that's why you are so peaceful. That's why we tell that no man should come and take glory here because it
Por eso
affects me.
decimos
It
que
could
ninguno
pay
tiene
my
que
brain.
venir a tomar gloria.
You went
Porque
God rest now. You want to come to do it.
Porque
Will you
Dios
shut
ha
your mouth? Because
levantado
we
esto
know
que
the
va a
story
levantar
now.
el
I
hombre.
can't hide my shoulder.
Tenemos la-
We know where we start. We know the prayer. We know the dream. We know the labor.
Conocemos donde empezamos.
Is everything? Is it not packaging? I'm saying it's testimony I'm giving. I can't share
Es
the reading.
testimonio yo estoy dando ahora, no puedo
This when
compartir
somebody
la
say,
verdadera
are you
cosa.
for? You went God help. You went
Porque
cry
Dios
come.
ha ayudado, tú que has venido
You cry
llorando.
come now. All our father celebrate. Come here.
¿Quién ha puesto?
All of us come here by
celebrando
coming to
aquí?
Father. We believe in you.
Todos venimos aquí para
what are you
decir,
talking
Padre,
about?
creemos en
You
ti.
just forget
¿Qué
yourself
estás
now,
diciendo?
now?
Ya te has olvidado de ti mismo
That there was no
ahora.
food yesterday.
Que no había comida.
Now you they do
ayer.
like this?
Eres tú ahora
Will you
que
stop
levanta
that?
el hombro, puede parar de hacer esto.
That is the prayer Solomon prayed.
Esa
He
es la
said,
oración
Father,
que
give me
rezó
not too much
Salomón.
riches to forget you, and give me no
Y
poverty.
dijo, no me da demasiado riquezas
No.
para olvidar de ti y no
And,
me
it
das
can,
pobreza.
and there is a level we've not even entered.
Y hay
It
nivel
is
que no hemos
supernatural.
llegado, es
That's why you can't see
sobrenatural.
me lift.
Por eso no
Where?
puede verme
That's where
levantar
God they
la
help.
mano. ¿Dónde? Alguien que Dios ayuda.
And God has never begun with us.
Y Dios incluso no ha
So in
empezado
case you
con
don't know your
nosotros.
story, I know my story.
En caso que no conoces tu historia, yo conozco el mío.
Supernatural.
Sobrenatural.
Can you key into it?
Puedes
Can you
conectarse a
fetch?
ellos, puedes recoger.
These are the ones we didn't know. What about
Eso
the
es lo que
connection
está
online?
dentro. ¿Qué tal los que están
This week has
conectados
carried
online?
picking now, they remember. Now supernatural picking now.
Ese
When
hermano
doctor don't
llama
give date of fibroid.
que ese bebé es un bebé sobrenatural. que el doctor había dicho que tenía
They
miomas.
don't talk. Me say, God do one, since that's why you must do fibroid before
Yo
picking
había
come.
dicho, pues ve y opérate.
Give
Si
date
ha
of
dicho que
fibroid.
tenía que
Give negative
hacerlo,
report for husband.
dio
Husband, you can't
resultado
impregnate
negativo
easily.
a marido
Fibroid.
y a
That will not be
mujer.
closed chapter.
Eso es capítulo
Before I reach
cerrado.
the date when doctor will do one, picking have to come. And he saw it
Antes
in the
de
dream.
que
Now
llegó
supernatural.
el día de la
It's
operación
supernatural.
del niño. Es sobrenatural.
The instant I come with that small baby that day, I was saying, Mommy, it's the day you came. The day I came here years ago, after plenty miscarriage.
Que
He
una
said, as
nana
I
que
come
vino
3
con
years
un bebé.
ago, now me, you don't
Que-
born? Yeah. He said, as I
Aquel
dey go
bebé
back
sí.
now, put her here. He don't load again.
Ya está ahí.
Because she believe come.
Porque
She don't
ella
fetch
creyó,
am.
cuando vino lo recogió.
Me go come take glory.
Yo voy a tomar
What
gloria.
I know, I did there when
¿Qué
God give am
conozco?
belle.
¿Acaso yo estaba ahí cuando Dios le dio
If I
el bebé?
think I sing that song now, they will dey cry. He got one song online when he say, Jesus, oh, give me belle, oh. Wetin dey worry una now? No be anniversary I dey do. They no want make I sing this song. I want to carry more fire. Why una dey cry now? No be me sing am, na una sing am, na me release am. I sing am, I like am. Only say na man sing that song, and man no dey carry belle. So now I dey help woman sing am, a woman wey need belle. Jesus say, give me belle, oh. For me, na fresh fire, no want belle. I hear belle, yeah. Na fresh fire and money I want. See, concern me. No one want belle. Some of us we want money. Share the money una dey find. Na money o. A passion of money. The way they shake it, they don't respond. Even respond, I make me ask am. Imagine, I work out, it no work. Make us say Jesus give you belle. Jesus, he give am money o. You say, I tell Jesus, may he give him wife belle. Old age. Hi. This one wicked though. It's a wicked husband. At old age. After 5. Now 5 oh. You saw it? Now Sarah. These people are wicked. When are wicked. You think say in Abraham. You see why they're serious? I know they mind them for now online they use me like this. He said, I want fresh fire. Fathers, when they are looking for belle, give them belle. You know, I tell your wife, say, if Jesus give a belle for my house, you never come in return, go back. You go ask her where you get belle. I say, I don't fit tell Jesus make you belle for my house. Go meet your husband. They say, my wife went to your house and she come with belle. Now, that's what I told her. Let me Virgin Mary. You get a husband. Jesus go use your husband, give you belle. Come in my house. Supernatural.
Sobrenatural.
That's what we're talking about Jesus.
Cuando hablamos sobre
He can do all
Jesús,
things.
Él puede hacer todas las cosas.
You know, we round up, he said, if thou can believe.
Dijo, si puedes creer,
Can you believe today?
puedes creer.
And this
Hoy,
is year 14.
hoy es 14 años.
Can you believe in supernatural?
Puedes creer en lo
Can you believe God
sobrenatural.
can open?
Puedes creer que la
Can you
puerta
believe that
está
God can
abierta.
make grace abound?
Puedes creer que
Can
Dios
you
ha
believe you
abierto
can
las
walk in the
puertas.
glory?
La gloria.
Hey! Ay, 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 ay. I want you to rise up and say, I believe in my supernatural.
Creo en mi sobrenatural.
I want to fetch the oil. I am fetching. I am fetching. Somebody pray in the Holy Ghost. I am fetching the oil. Kabondes. My strength cannot prevail. For by strength shall no man prevail. I believe in the supernatural for 2025. Wabondes zigedea. The Lord that has kept us. The Lord that has brought us this far. I believe in the supernatural. I thank the supernatural. I worry the